Have you ever met someone who always seems happy, no matter what happens? The kind of person who smiles through storms and somehow finds peace even in pain. Well, in a quiet little village, there lived one such woman, and her secret to happiness would soon change the whole village forever. Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green fields and tall trees, lived an old woman. She wasn't rich. She didn't own fancy clothes or a big house. But she had something much more powerful: peace. Everyone in the village loved her. Children ran to her with laughter. Women visited her for advice. And even the strongest men came to share their worries. No matter who came, she always welcomed them with a warm smile. But there was something about her that puzzled people. She was always happy, always smiling, always calm. One day, a young man from the village couldn't hold his curiosity anymore. He came to her home and asked, "Mother, I have to know, why are you always happy? I've never seen you angry, never seen you bitter, not even when things go wrong. Don't you ever feel sad?" The old lady's eyes twinkled, and a soft smile spread across her face. "My son," she said gently, "life is full of ups and downs. Some days bring joy, and some days bring pain. But happiness is not about what happens to you. It comes from inside." The young man frowned, confused.
What do you mean? How can you stay happy when bad things happen?
The woman leaned back, her eyes staring at the sky as if remembering something far away. Then, she began to tell her story. "When I was young," she said softly, "I had a family, a husband, and children I loved dearly. We were not rich, but our home was full of laughter. Life was simple, and we were content. But one day, everything changed. My husband fell sick. We didn't have enough money for medicine. We prayed, we hoped, but still, he passed away. It was the darkest day of my life. I cried until I could cry no more. I thought my heart would break forever. I told myself I would never smile again. But then, one morning, I looked at my children, their little faces, waiting for me to be strong, and I realized something. My sadness could not bring him back. My tears would not heal us. I had to choose, to sink in sorrow or to rise for their sake." The young man listened, his eyes wide. "But how did you find happiness again after so much pain?" he asked. The old woman smiled. "Every morning when I woke up, I told myself, today is a new day. I will find one reason to be thankful. Some days it was hard, but there was always something. Maybe the sun was shining. Maybe a flower had bloomed. Maybe a friend stopped by to greet me." The young man thought for a moment. "But what if something really terrible happens again? How can you still stay happy then?" The woman's smile softened. "My son, life is never free from problems. But here is what I have learned. Everything passes. Pain, sorrow, even heartbreak, they don't last forever. When bad times come, I whisper to myself, this too shall pass. And while I wait, I focus on what I still have, my health, my friends, the gift of being alive." Happiness is a choice. You can choose to drown in pain, or you can choose to notice the light, even in the dark. The young man sat silently, her words sinking deep into his heart. He stood up, bowed slightly, and said, "Thank you, Mother. I will remember your words." From that day forward, he began to live differently. Whenever something went wrong, he tried to find one small thing to be thankful for, just like the old woman taught him. At first, it wasn't easy, but slowly he noticed a change. He began smiling more. Worry didn't weigh him down as before. His heart grew lighter, and soon people around him noticed too. They asked him, "Why do you look so peaceful these days?" And he would share the old woman's wisdom. Before long, her message spread throughout the entire village. People stopped measuring happiness by money or success. Instead, they started finding joy in simple things: sunsets, laughter, family, friendship. And just like that, the little village became brighter. Smiles became common, kindness grew, and hearts were lighter. All because one wise old woman taught them that happiness doesn't come from wealth or luck, but from the way you see life. And so, the village learned a secret we can all remember. Happiness is not about what you have or what happens to you. Happiness is a choice to see the good, even in hard times. A choice to whisper to yourself, "This too shall pass." Life will always bring storms, but if we choose gratitude, if we choose hope, if we choose joy, then no storm can steal our peace. Moral of the story: true happiness begins inside you.